I don't know if you've seen this circulating across the social media, but it's going everywhere. It's a conversation. Here goes a clip about the teacher, Jack Lee, who ran into some problems because he let his girl students help him take his braids out.
Let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall we? Last Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out. There was quite the discourse in the chat, which had people saying this was inappropriate and other people saying this was completely fine. There was nothing wrong with what I was doing and people were just making it weird. So of course I had to bring this issue to the big stage. I would like to represent myself in this case, Your Honor, if I may. Number one, for a little context, I had a hair appointment immediately after school and I needed my hair taken out beforehand. I would have taken it out the night before, but that Friday we had a camera crew coming in to shoot a promotional video and I was one of the ones being interviewed. So I had to look presentable, so I didn't take my hair out. I didn't have the time to do it all myself because it would have taken me forever. So naturally I asked about 4 or 5 of my over 100 best friends to assist me in taking my hair out and they all agreed. Number 2, this was at the end of class. This week we were doing STEM fair presentations. Since it was Friday and all of my students did an excellent job on their STEM fair projects and presentations, I told them if we get one solid presentation in this class, I'll end class a little early and they can have fun and play basketball, darts, or be on their phones or whatever. And during that time, my team would help me take my hair out. A couple of these were students from my class, but others were students from other classes. I wrote all of them a pass at the beginning of the class period, requesting their assistance 10 minutes before dismissal. I told the teachers only send them if all of their work was completed and they had good behavior. They all met the criteria, so 10 minutes before dismissal, they showed up for their job. My next point I'd like to make is if I was a female teacher, those people wouldn't be in the comments saying, oh, this is weird, this is inappropriate. Because me personally, I don't think there's anything weird about this. People are saying, oh, that's too intimate. To me, it's literally just hair. It doesn't have to be weird. Some people have never had cool teachers, and it shows. I personally believe that building authentic relationships with students is paramount in being an effective teacher. I make sure my students know and can feel that I care about them beyond the schoolwork and all the stuff that I have to make them do. I take the time to get to know my students outside of academics because caring for the whole child is what's important.
All right. This is actually video number 2 on this because if you track this right, first he does a live stream initially of getting his hair done. This video you should just watch was him responding to the backlash that he received from posting that live stream of him getting his hair done. Hence the voiceover. So obviously, if you got to do a retraction video or if you got to explain your actions, something wasn't cool about it. Okay, people felt a certain kind of way about it. People didn't think it was appropriate. Some people didn't. That's why he had to jump out there. So before I comment, before you comment, before we get into the commentary, let's just then go to the next video because there's another part. This is him after he did the response video, after he tried to clarify.
During this time, hey bestie, I really hope that you see this message. How are you? I hope that you're okay. Our class misses you so much, and we really want you to know that we love you and we miss you so much and can't wait for you to come back. I can't believe that taking somebody's hair out is such a big deal, and it makes me so mad that people make little things big things. I want you to know that the class and others got your back, and we will always stand behind you and up for you no matter what happens. We got you. Again, we miss you and we love you so much, and can't wait for you to come back. I wish that this never happened because it feels like we're losing you. Come back soon. Don't be gone too long, because if you're not back by Monday, I know something's up. But anyways, I also made sure that the classroom was clean before we left. Love you, missed you. Love you, miss you, see you later. Hi, Mr. White. We've been seeing all this stuff going on, and
so has your other former students, and I just want you to know that we're standing with you. I'm literally in my junior year of high school right now, and seeing all this, you were my and many others' favorite teacher.
Okay. What about the impact on the children? I think that what this man did is neglectful, at least, haphazard and hazardous and dangerous to those young people that he says he loves so much. I'm looking at this man, this adult, lose his damn mind over the relationship between him and his children. That alone shows me that he's too immature to perceive doing this. That alone makes me feel like maybe he shouldn't be a teacher. Maybe he has some unresolved issues himself. You are an adult, sir. You are teaching children. There's a thing called boundaries for a reason. And you blabbering and blubbering on the TV or blubbering on the live stream, blubbering on the video taped, I don't know if this was live or not, doesn't help your case at all. In fact, what it does, it messes with the minds of those students that have grown attached to you, and some would say inappropriately to begin with. Yeah, it's okay if you're a teacher, a great teacher, and people love you for who you are. It's going to be some students who just really connect with you. There are going to be students that are looking for a father figure, a loving person they can relate to that's older to give them advice, a coach, whatever. You do not need to go to such extremes of having them undo your hair or create an atmosphere where we are friends, because y'all are not friends. You are the teacher. You're not acting like a teacher. You're acting like someone who needs a therapist. Yeah, I'm just going to say it, man. You are making children that you don't know are vulnerable or not have to deal with more emotional baggage from you. Because obviously, if you're a grown-ass man, you should not be bawling your eyes out for a decision that you made that didn't go the way that you wanted it to. If anything, you should be standing strong and be like, look, kids, everything's good. This ain't about me. I love you. I respect you. I want great things for you. Let's focus on your education. Let's focus on you being a winner. I'm Mr. Lee. I'm going to be okay. I'm your teacher. This is about you being safe, being taken care of, being educated to the best of our ability. Don't you worry about me. Don't you spend a second more worried about Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee is good. I care about your education. See, that's what an adult would do. What an adult would not do is get up here and blow snot bubbles like Viola Davis and Vince's. What an adult does not do is blow snot bubbles out of their face like they're Viola Davis and Fences. That was such a good line, I had to try to get it right. This is no teleprompter. This is off the top of the head. You guys understand what I'm saying? This is unnecessary nonsense is what it is. The other point I want to make, why are you live streaming content from your class? Why are you live streaming content from your class? See, this is a problem with TikTok. This is a problem with social media in general. Everybody want to be a star. Tell me what benefit it does for the students to have you become a celebrity on TikTok. See, yeah, I see through this nonsense. You trying to come up off TikTok. You trying to come up off these students. That's what you doing. Why would you live stream this? What is the benefit of live streaming this activity? Now, it's bad enough you did it. No one had to see it. See, we have a problem in our society where everybody want to come up. Everybody want to perform. Everybody want to be known. Everybody wants to be a platform. Everybody wants to be an influencer. Even people that haven't taken any time to have anything influential to say or do. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with people creating platforms. What I'm saying is, at least create your own content. This ain't your content. This has nothing to do with you. You are filming. You are live streaming this activity. And all I can see is it's very self-serving. It benefits not the students. So why are you doing it during class? I could see if it was like a talent show, if you had a fashion design show, a hairstylist. If you were a hairstylist and this was a hair academy and your students are doing hair-related activities and you are showing off the work of your students to give them some shine, I could kind of get that. But then that has nothing to do with you getting your hair done, unless they were all doing your hair as part of an assignment. So what I see you doing is something very self-serving, young man. This is about you, and it should not be about you. Hence, I said you need to see a therapist. Because whether you know it or not, grown men don't behave this way. Grown women should not behave this way either. And you're pointing about grown women. If I was a woman and they were doing this would not be a problem. Okay, first of all, you're not a woman. So yeah, if I was Asian of Asian descent, I'd probably live in China or somewhere where Asians live. But I'm a black man and I live here in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., Maryland area. So all this what if shit don't matter because you are not that. Okay? Don't bring that into it. The bottom line is you are a man. You didn't just become a man the day you decided to do this live stream. There are certain things in our society. First of all, as far as sexual assault goes and all those things, we all know about essays and what happens and all the statistics. You're not a child, Mr. Lee. Though you're behaving like one, you know there are lots of children who have been trafficked, manipulated, and stained for life, damaged for life. The trauma that they've dealt with. That's just the ones that become recovered. You know the society that we have is one that is predatory. Why would you want to even be in that realm? I mean, just for yourself. Because regardless of how great your intentions are, you are in a very dangerous position. You are in a very dangerous position. In fact, being a teacher around children is a dangerous position to be in by itself. Just to the proximity of other people's kids who could say and make any type of allegations they want to. All it would take is one of the children to say, hey, I don't like the way Mr. Lee thanked me for helping him do his hair. I felt a little uncomfortable. And bye, career. I'm going to holler at you, career. I'm going to holler at you in another life. Your career will be over. You understand that? All it would take is the mere appearance of impropriety. I'm not even saying you intended anything. It could be totally innocent. Why would you put yourself in that situation? Why would you do that? Why would you expose that? And what if the child actually thought that you overstepped the bounds? Now that child is left with that trauma. All because your ass want to come up on TikTok. All because you want to make a name for you. I should know who you are, Jack Lee. There is no reason that anybody watching this video should know who you are. You are a teacher at a high school, and until you do something that's phenomenal, like be an excellent teacher that the other students want to talk about, this is how you become famous. You want to become famous on TikTok, Jack Lee? Be so damn good at your job that students go, man, I got to make a video about Mr. Jack Lee. Teacher Jack Lee, let me talk about you. Guys, I got the best teacher. He's amazing. He helped me bring my grades to this. My science grades did this. This is an experiment I did. I learned so much from Teacher Jack Lee. Not you doing live streams, but them doing live streams about all the great things you did for them. See, you're trying to shortcut. You're trying to take a shortcut to success. You're trying to take a shortcut to notoriety. The best in any field, those people are recognized by their peers and they're recognized for the artistry that they perform, or the science in your case. Is that because you put out the most content? It should be because you're such a great teacher. And from that, people recognize it. You should not become famous for blowing your own horn as a teacher. Your students and your colleagues, they should be blowing their horn about you. That's how this works. I'm disappointed. I think the school needs to do better checking over who they hire. You are not as innocent as you claim to be. Them crocodile tears don't fool me. I see through it. But let's just say, let's pretend for a second that you're just young and silly. Realize your mistake. Realize you got some growing up to do, young man. You look about 20 in your early 20s. Maybe you just don't get it. I'm not here to destroy you, but I am here to tell you, you are dead wrong on this. 100% dead wrong. I don't care what other immature people who agree with you. I don't care. We got so much bad in our schools. I don't care. They're short-sighted. They're short-sighted, and they're not looking out for your best interest. You got off light. One of these children, just one of them, saying you inappropriately touched them, and it's over. You understand what I'm saying? You would have to register as an SA towards children for the rest of your life. You understand that? One of them. Why would you even want to walk near the third rail? Instead of walking near the third rail, which is dumb enough, you dancing all on the third rail. All on the third rail, just dancing, tick-tocking. Grow up, Mr. Lee. Grow up. All right. I'm going to leave it there, y'all. Yeah. The teacher-student relationship is a sacred relationship. I know it doesn't always get treated that way, but it should be sacred. We want to rise to the highest common denominator, not the lowest common denominator. And when you blur the lines across the line, you jeopardize not only yourselves, but those children, most importantly, those children, even if nothing inappropriate was intended. All right. All right, guys. Let me see what my people think in the comment section. Can I get some love? What's up? Did he say the parents? Tim Black did say the parents knew about live streams. They didn't know that he was live streaming this shit. How could they know he's going to live stream this particular thing? I don't think. I think they know he live streams stuff. But that's not the point. That's not the point if they knew he was going to live stream in class. Why is he live streaming in class? We all have jobs. Are you live streaming your job without permission? Are we just going to live? So anyway, that's my point on it, but I get your point. Silver says, power, he has the power, the kids do not. Silver's, there you go. Lydia likes my shirt. You'd wonder the sort of grades that students get. That's how a teacher should be. Well, that would be more of a focus point. You know, if you live streamed about how great the students were doing, not about your head, dog. This is a giant distraction, is what it is. And I fail to see how it's beneficial to the kids. Them bonding with you is not the purpose of school. No, it's the purpose for you picking up a paycheck. That should not be the purpose. There is nothing. Bonding with the students is a byproduct of what you do in class. Or something related to learning about the discipline in which you teach. Broken homes. We's a whole star, Tim. That's what it wants to be. Wants to be a star. All right. Wow. Frank Lee says probably just a pickup scam. I don't know, man. I just sense something. I sense it. Something, self-serving is what I sense. Thank you, fam. Thank you. Let me get my comment from Kirk, man. How do I put this up on here? We're going to start. Oh, there we go. Kirk Arthur says 100% Tim. It's all on him. Very immature. He was clearly clout chasing on TikTok. There you go. There it is. Look, he said he wanted to stir the pot.
Let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall we? Let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall we?
And he got what he asked for. This is perfect. Kurt, that's what's up. Another thing, Kurt, as I was doing my research on this topic, you know what I found, Kirk? This ain't a new thing. Look, if you search teacher, hair, classroom, whatever, something along those lines, you're going to get results of this going back to the early 2000s, okay? Of different situations where both male and female teachers got into all types of issues with this type of thing. Sometimes they would be doing the child's hair. Sometimes the child be doing it. It is an issue. It's not a new thing for this to cause a major distraction to the students or for the teacher. This ain't a new thing at all, fam. So thank you, brother. So my thing is, look, he should have known. You can Google it. It's right there at the fingertips. We all had these computers in our hands. We walk around with them every day. They're in our pockets. They're in our purses. We have them. Some of us never take them out of our palms of our hands. They're called smartphones. And on that smartphone, the same one he was streaming on, he could have looked up and saw, this has gotten people fired before. He could have looked up and saw hair in the school, getting your hair done in the school by students, or you're doing students' hair, has led to all types of problems for teachers. It is what it is. So, yeah. Thank you, fam. Thank you. I appreciate you. Excellent point. Cloud chaser. Everybody want to be a starer. Everybody, you know, it's... I don't get it. I don't get it. Be a star at what you do. Not at the expense of students. Okay, let's move on to the next story, guys, because I can stay there all night. That's what I'm thinking. Like, some stories, we could just chop them up for like an hour by themselves. But I'm going to leave it there. I want to thank everybody for the input.